All right, let's talk about a word you probably use 100 times a day, but one that secretly trips almost everyone up. That word is for. So let's finally figure out what it's really all about.
I mean, seriously, how can one tiny three-letter word be so confusing? We use it for talking about time, about money, reasons, people. It feels like it has a million different meanings. It's like we're just forced to memorize this long list of rules instead of actually getting the core idea.
Okay, so think about this sentence. A lot of us were probably taught in school that for means in exchange for, right? But if you apply that rule to a super common sentence like this one, well, things get a little weird.
Right? Obviously, you did not trade your sister to a barista for a coffee mug. That exchange rule, which kind of works for I bought this for $5, just completely falls apart here. It fails in one of the most basic ways we use the word.
And that's where we get to the heart of the matter. The problem isn't the word for. The real issue is the broken, incomplete rule we were taught. To really get it, we've got to toss out that old way of thinking and find the word's hidden core meaning.
And that core idea, well, it's actually surprisingly simple, and it's very visual. It's a little secret I like to call the in front of rule. And once you see this, I promise, for will never confuse you again.
And get this, the clue has been hiding in plain sight this whole time, right in the word's history. The word for comes from the exact same ancient root as words like before and forehead. You can literally hear it, can't you? Forehead, before, for, it's all about what's in front.
Okay, so here it is. This is the secret sauce, the master key to everything. At its deepest level, every single use of the word for is about mentally placing one thing in front of another. That's it. It's a spatial idea. You're setting something up out in front as a goal, or reason, or standard to measure against.
And you can kind of see how this idea just naturally evolved, right? It starts with the very physical, literal idea of putting something in front of you. And well, what do you put in front of you? Your priorities. And what do your priorities become? They become your goals, your reasons for doing things. It's a perfect logical chain.
Now, to really hammer this home and make it stick, let's do a little showdown. Let's put for up against its classic rival, the word to. This comparison makes everything so much clearer. Think of it like this. To is just a simple arrow. A goes to B. That's it. Story's over. It's pure direction. But for adds this whole other layer of meaning. It's not just about getting to B, it's why you're going. You're heading in that direction because of B. B is the priority. B is the goal that's sitting out in front.
And what's really cool is you can see this in the types of verbs we use. Simple action verbs like send, give, hand, they just need a destination, so they pair up perfectly with to. But verbs that take some effort, like make, buy, or cook, they imply you had a goal, a priority in front of you, and that's why they feel so natural with for.
This makes it crystal clear. If you say, I sent an email to Jenny, she's just the destination, the endpoint. But if you say, I sent an email for Jenny, that means Jenny was the priority, the reason you acted. Maybe she's sick, maybe she's your boss. You sent it on her behalf. Her need was placed in front of the action. Okay, so we've got our new superpower, this in front of key. Let's take it for a spin. We're going to run through some of those classic, confusing phrases with for, and you'll see how this one simple idea unlocks every single one of them.
First up, a classic. You hear this one all the time. He looks young for his age. What does for even mean here? It's not an exchange, right? So let's use our new rule.
Simple question. What are we mentally placing in front of him to compare him to? His age. We're using his age as the standard, the backdrop. And when measured against that standard that's in front of him, he looks young. It's a comparison. Easy.
Okay, now for the one where the old exchange rules seem to work. Let's see how our in front of rule actually gives us a much better, deeper understanding.
It's the exact same logic. What did you place in front of the book to get it? The $20. The money is put out there as the equivalent value. The reason it feels like an exchange is because you are literally putting one thing in front of another to make the swap. See? Our rule still works perfectly.
All right, what about time? This one can feel a little abstract. We talked for 3 hours. How does that fit in?
Just picture it. You have this action, talking. What did you place out in front of that action? A block of time, a 3-hour duration. You're basically laying down that period of time, and the talking is the event that fills it. The time is the container placed in front of the action.
Okay, here's a tricky one you might see in books, where for basically means because. I decided to stay home for it was raining. This seems like a totally different word, but watch this.
It's the same pattern. What's the thing you put in front of your decision? The reason. The heavy rain is the reason that comes before or in front of the decision to stay home. It's the priority that caused the action. It all connects.
So you see, it's not a dozen different random rules you have to memorize. It's one single, powerful visual concept that ties every single use of for together.
So from this moment on, here's your new mental shortcut. Whenever you see or hear the word for, just stop and ask yourself one simple question. What is being placed in front of what? You do that and I guarantee the meaning will just click into place every single time. It really goes to show you that some of the most interesting secrets are hiding in the most common, everyday things. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple words are we all using day in and day out without ever really stopping to think about their true hidden logic?